Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yeah, just want to give you a quick update because Solana reacted to our resistance area here, highlighted in red. And I need to see a little bit more price action, but it's possible that wave C to the downside has started to unfold. I would be careful really assuming that, however. It's a possible B wave top here. But because we're dealing with a Y wave to the upside, I'm going to zoom in a minute, it is possible that we get another extension. So I don't really want to talk about the two wave counts again too much. We did that in previous videos. Feel free to check out the last video for a little bit more context. And I explained those structures, yellow and orange. But just very quickly, we are dealing with two bullish structures here. It will turn short-term more bearish below $86, but as long as we are holding $86, it's between the yellow and the orange count, and the yellow count, which is more directly bullish, is going to be invalidated below $98, $98.30 basically, this swing low from the 23rd of February. So what's the yellow count? Yellow count is this diagonal pattern to the upside, 1, 2, and then A, B, C in wave 3, then a 4 and a 5 to possibly $190. And then we have the orange count, which is just a different overall structure on the chart. And it's an A, B, C structure. So it's between yellow and orange. How these are integrated into the bigger picture, well, we covered that over the last few videos. So this is really just a quick update. What has happened today? So what has happened today? We've seen a 3-wave pullback. Okay, so it's 3 waves down at the moment. One more low would be 5 waves. But it's only 3 at the moment. So we have seen a reaction to resistance, which is what we wanted. We have seen a reaction to support and the rally into resistance, and then a reaction to resistance. That's basically what we want. That's why these parameters are on the chart. However, I cannot confirm yet that the orange C wave is unfolding because we only have seen 3 waves down. 3 waves down could be wave 1 of an ending diagonal, but that's not a high probability count, so I wouldn't really rely on it. I need to see 5 waves down, so one more low below the intraday low of around about $105.40 to suggest that wave C to the downside is unfolding. But until then, yeah, I mean, what is this? What could happen? So we talked about, okay, this is a possible B wave top. Okay, it might have topped, but I need to see more evidence that wave C has started. Also, what would help, it would be a break below the $100.30 level, the X wave low, for further confirmation. Until then, it's possible actually that the Y wave is still unfolding. Just to give you here an idea, because this will be this what I show you now will reduce in probability should we get 5 waves down. At the moment, it could be that this was a small A wave in Y. This here a B wave pullback in Y, and now we see a C wave rally in wave Y. So ABC in wave Y, because it could extend. It's a WXY structure. Y waves are ABC structures, and based on the structure that we have right now, if the B wave bottomed, then wave C could take us to around about $117.30. So that's something that I'm tracking here as part of this correction. Bear in mind that corrections always leave a lot of room for interpretation. It's also possible that wave Y has topped already. Absolutely. But I cannot confirm that until we either have 5 waves down or a break below the last low. Ultimately, it's not a great setup here at the moment. I mean, the time to possibly enter for a long trade was the orange support region. But again, we are dealing with very messy structures here, either a diagonal or a correction. So I think at the moment it's all about just tracking the structures and to understand if new and solid setups come up here on the chart. But at the moment, the orange count is pretty much an option. The orange count is pretty much a valid scenario, but the condition would be to not make one more low. If that's the case, we can follow the C wave down. So I'm talking about, the orange count as it is here now is an option. So we could get that C wave higher. I'll take that off the chart now. I just wanted to show you. Also, as long as we are holding that X wave low the yellow count is a possibility, so we could escalate more directly higher. So it means we've got two short-term upside scenarios, one in which the B wave could extend, one in which the C wave is moving. But honestly, this doesn't really, at this stage at least, not look like yellow wave C. It just doesn't, because what is a C wave? A C wave is a 5-wave move. I don't see any 5 waves anywhere. This looks like a 3-wave move up. So I'm not really, you know, I don't have very clear evidence for the yellow count. It looks more like orange at the moment, I have to say. But even with orange, we could get one more high. So it's all eyes need to be on the intraday low, I think. Because the intraday low, as long as it's holding, one more high is possible, but it's not a great setup. Okay, it's not that this is a setup. I think it's likely that we get another high, but there is literally no high probability setup. But even then, in the orange count, a B wave top could form and we might send the price down lower, or the price might go down lower into the orange support region. So these are the key parameters, I think, to watch. Also, there is some structural resistance around $114.50 and then the $118.40 mark. Yeah, it's just a question of time frame. So I just want to take the opportunity to discuss here the micro action, corrective action. Something that's also a possibility. I talked about it recently in one of the videos, but I said it's too early for that, really. And someone posted it in the comments today. Of course, you know, this here could all unfold as an Elliott wave triangle, but I just don't have enough waves in place for a triangle. So what we could be dealing with is an A wave down, a B wave up. This could be A, B, C in a larger C wave. Then we get a D wave and an E wave, and then we move up. And then this could be wave 4. So such a long triangle, but we don't have enough waves in place to really track it with high confidence. It is simply a possibility at the moment. Not an unlikely one, but also nothing that really comes into the focus right now with the waves we have. It's possible, might be worth tracking it, but we just don't have enough data. Okay, that's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.